Is now in session. Would you stand, join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. I'm Gary Merrill, President of the Board this year. To my left is Barb Lewis, Vice President, and to my right is fellow Commissioner Jeff Benton and our Administrator, Tracy Davies, and of course our clerks, Sarah and Jennifer. Let's begin.
Resolution number 21-1179, in the matter of approving the electronic record of proceedings from regular meeting held December 2nd, 2021.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1179. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We do not have any public comment today. That brings us to item number 3, resolution number 21-1180, in the matter of approving a proclamation honoring Steve Volpe, a Kingston Township trustee.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion. I don't know Steve well, but I do know him and his 12 years of service, and it reflects well on what he's done for his township. And anyone else have any other comments?
Yeah, Steve has led Kingston Township through some remarkable growth and into setting the stage for managed growth, smart growth in the future. So I'll be attending the meeting on Tuesday, although he doesn't know that. So we're going to have to keep that quiet, just amongst us and the millions of viewers that are watching. We'll have to keep it quiet. But anyway, I plan on going and presenting Steve the proclamation in their new township hall, which is just recently done, so.
Okay.
I'd just like to thank him for his service to Township Trustee. Does so many things that many residents don't even know about, but improve the quality of the township. So I thank him for his service.
Yeah, we talked a little bit about that last week when we had the same conversation about another trustee, and the work that goes on behind the scenes with these trustees is sometimes overlooked, but it is appreciated. So with that, I call for the vote.
Vote on motion 21-1180. Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Resolution number 21-1181, in the matter of approving purchase orders and announce certificates and payments of Warrington batch number CM APR 1203.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1181. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
We're going to skip over item number 5 right now, and that brings us to item number 6, resolution number 21-1182, in the matter of approving a banking services agreement with J.P. Morgan Chase N.A. and Delaware County, Ohio.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion.
Rick Carr, Delaware County Treasurer's Office, Chief Investment Officer. Just wanted to make some comments to the commissioners that the agreement in front of you was a collaborative effort between the Treasurer's Office, the Auditor's Office, the Prosecutor's Office, all had representatives that reviewed through the RFP process, presentations from all the 7 banks that submitted interest in serving the county as primarily our banking services moving forward. And at the end of the day, the group evaluated and chose to move forward with J.P. Morgan Chase.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1182. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 21-1183, in the matter of approving a transfer of appropriations for the treasurer.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion. Is everything to add?
I don't really have anything to add. Very simple transfer.
Okay, call for vote.
Vote on motion 21-1183. Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you, Rick.
Resolution number 21-1184, in the matter of approving the Delaware County Recorder's modified proposal for the acquisition or maintenance of micrograph or other equipment.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made in second. Discussion.
Thank you. Melissa Jordan, Delaware County Recorder. I don't really have any further discussion unless you have any questions. This is kind of a culmination of the events that we discussed, I think, 2 sessions ago that I visited, where we talked about just increasing the amount to my tech fund from all of the fees that we bring in.
Any questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1184, Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 21-1185, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation for the Recorder's Office.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
I'm here again just for any questions that you might have. We had an individual retire, so that was an unanticipated payout, and then just some growth that we had when we were able to hire an individual mid-year. We would have liked to have hired someone sooner, and if that were the case, I actually would have been here earlier in the year asking for a supplemental, but beyond that, if you have any questions, I'm available.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1185, Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 21-1186, in the matter of approving right-of-way work permit summary sheet.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning, Rob Riley, Chief Deputy Engineer. We have just some routine utility installation permits and recommending approval.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1186, Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Resolution number 21-1187, in the matter of accepting roads, establishing stop conditions, approving recommended speed limits, and releasing the letter of credit for North Lake Woods Section 2.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
This development is located in Berkshire Township. The roads were completed, let's see, they were completed late last year, so about a year ago. They've been through the required developer maintenance period, and at this point, we're ready to take those on and add them to the public system.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1187, Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Thank you.
Resolution number 21-1188, in the matter of approving a supplemental appropriation.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. Karen First, Fiscal Manager. This supplemental will allow us to return a ditch petition bond deposit for 2021. This should be the final one this year.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1188, Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye. Thank you, Karen.
Resolution number 21-1189, in the matter of approving a memorandum of understanding to the collective bargaining agreement currently in effect between the American Federation of State, County, and Municipal Employees, Ohio Council 8, and Local 3072, and the Delaware County Commissioners, Delaware County Department of Job and Family Services.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Discussion.
Good morning, Commissioners. My name is Ellen Wendell, the HR Manager. Before you is a MOU for the JFS Union to recognize the Juneteenth holiday beginning in 2022 and no longer recognize the New Year's Eve half-day holiday that they normally got.
Okay. Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1189, Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Resolution number 21-1190, in the matter of approving a transfer of funds for dog and kennel.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. You're back.
Yeah, I'm back, filling in for Don Houston today. This transfer is requested because of the timing of the cash flow with the collections for dog and kennel. Most of the revenue is collected December through February.
Questions or comments? Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1190, Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We are not permitted to start our 10 o'clock hearing until 10 o'clock. So if
Well, without objection, we'll go ahead and go into executive session. If Delco were to show up, we'll evaluate when they show up, whether we'll do it before or after the hearing.
okay.
And you might, as a courtesy, let him know if he shows up and if he wants to reschedule, if that's okay?
Okay.
And with that, resolution.
Resolution number 21-1191, in the matter of adjourning into executive session for consideration of compensation of a public employer or public official to consider the purchase of property for public purposes, for collective bargaining, and to consider confidential information related to economic development.
So moved.
Second.
Motion made and second. Discussion. Vote.
Vote on motion 21-1191. Mrs. Lewis?
Aye.
Mr. Merrill?
Aye.
Mr. Benton?
Aye.
We are now in executive session.